Making the mundane magnificent, a fresh approach to everyday tasks. We all have those mundane tasks that we can't seem to shake off our to-do lists, the ones that make us sigh just thinking about them. But let's challenge this mindset. Is the task boring, or are we approaching it with a boring mindset? What if the task isn't inherently dreadful, but we're simply being uninteresting in how we approach it? What would happen if we were to bring a fun, engaging, and playful mindset to these tasks? Consider the simple act of doing household chores. They can often feel tedious, right? But let's reframe. Instead of approaching them with a sense of dread, I often pair them with something I find enjoyable. Listening to an audiobook or some energetic trance music transforms the experience, turning a mundane task into an opportunity for enjoyment or learning. Another aspect that can drastically change how we experience these tasks is the level of quality we bring to them. Doing tasks at a higher than normal level of quality can make them feel more engaging. For instance, when cleaning the house, don't just aim to get it done. Aim to get it done exceptionally well. Take pride in the cleanliness of your home. This mindset shift not only improves the result but also makes the process more fulfilling. Challenge yourself to raise your standard above the baseline minimum. Shopping is another chore that often lands on the tedious tasks list. But who says it has to be that way? When I go grocery shopping with my wife Rochelle, it becomes an enjoyable shared experience. And when I go alone, I opt for off-peak hours, making the experience quick and stress-free. Better yet, I'll hold off until I'm in the mood for a bit of physical activity. The key is flexibility. Aligning the task with your emotional state can make a world of difference. Some tasks can wait until the right motivation or timing aligns. When Rochelle borrowed the car to run errands last week, it was the perfect time to oil the garage door, a task easier done with the car out of the way. Embrace these moments of serendipity when they come. Staying organized also plays a big part in making tasks more manageable. I use the Things app to set reminders for recurring tasks like changing the air conditioning filters or adjusting the sprinkler timers for different seasons. This way, nothing slips through the cracks, and it's one less thing to remember. This also helps to spread maintenance tasks throughout the year, so they don't pile up too much. Physical tasks can provide a welcome break from the mental exertion that much of our work entails. There's something satisfying about engaging with the physical world and seeing the tangible results of our efforts. After I've done a lot of mental work, I often enjoy chipping away at something physical for a welcome change of pace. Don't underestimate the power of social connection. I discovered years ago that finding a dentist with a great team made my regular checkups something to look forward to. Sharing stories about our recent travels or workout routines with the hygienist while getting a cleaning made the experience more personal and enjoyable. When I needed to get some plumbing work done last year, I held out till I found a fabulous local plumber with many years of experience. He was a joy to work with all throughout the project. Then I gave him a glowing 5-star review on Yelp. The angle you approach a task from can drastically change how you perceive it. Look for ways to make tasks more appealing and engaging, and you'll find they're not so bad after all. It's mainly a matter of being creative and thinking divergently. If the standard approach is boring, reject the standard approach, otherwise you're being boring. Above all, the universal motivator for me has been regular exercise. The physiological benefits, such as rebalanced neurotransmitters and hormones, permeate every aspect of life. Exercise enhances overall motivation, making even the smallest tasks feel easier. If you have a dreadful relationship with certain tasks, look at upgrading your exercise routine first. If it's weak or non-existent, that's the number one issue I'd recommend fixing first, not with a temporary quick fix but with a permanent solution and a permanent mindset upgrade. Exercise is a great way to explore how you're going to fall in love with daily action. It's the perfect reference experience for discovering how to strengthen your relationships with all kinds of tasks. Finally, consider the impact of what you consume. For instance, I've noticed that being caffeine-free and chocolate-free makes many tasks easier to complete. It leaves me feeling more relaxed and at ease during the process. It's certainly worth exploring how what you consume affects your motivation and productivity. I often change up my diet, always vegan of course, to align with the projects I'll be doing. When I need more motivation, mental capacity, and energy, I lean towards high raw or fully raw. The next time you find yourself faced with a mundane task, take a moment to consider how you might refactor it. Is there an angle you can approach it from that would make it more engaging? Could you combine it with something enjoyable or meaningful? Could you bring a playful mindset to it? How can you elevate its quality? Remember, the task is only as mundane as you allow it to be. Bring a sense of wonder to it, and you'll make it wonderful. Don't blame the task. Look inward and ask, how can I bring more fun and engagement to this experience? In the end, it's not just about getting things done, but enjoying the journey. You have the power to redefine your experience with everyday tasks. It's not about the task itself, but the mindset you bring to it. You might be surprised at how much more enjoyable life becomes when you make the mundane magnificent.